between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Southern Miss Golden Eagles and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Golden Eagles head coach, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Southern Miss's offense will go to work first. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The inside handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the UNF attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Could be an alley. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The play action fake. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Hauls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Golden Eagles have this offense rolling. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Shows him the stiff arm.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, better look out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in the field.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
The Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dogs want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Give to the running back. Maybe a crease. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Got his man. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Golden Eagles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Wilcox. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll ride the hot hand. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The pull and throw off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their...
There's a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that
lead. The Golden Eagles line it up with a 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Try to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The give to the back. They couldn't get it done with the run, and time is going to expire, and a missed opportunity in the red zone. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 11 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Aggies with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium at Athens. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the officials will stop play as they check on the injured Golden Eagle. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Finds his big tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, I did not have this on my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
Here's the pressure. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, he's got a chance. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a grab on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Here on the Georgia sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to...
Tons of room in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. The give on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run play action. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive. There he goes! The 40! Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And, you know, it does look as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And I guess you look at time and score, you can kind of understand a field goal doesn't help you that much. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. Breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Quarterback keeper. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Down goes number 1! An amazing finish to topple the top-ranked team in the land! What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.